So hello everyone, in this video we'll discuss about how to take input from the user, and we'll study about two small concepts: implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. So I'll take you guys to the Google Colab notebook. So first we'll study about taking input from user. So taking input from the user is extremely important. There are two types of softwares. The first one is the static software, where we don't actually interact with the applications. The example could be a vlog or a calendar, where we go and take the information but we don't actually provide the input. The second example is the dynamic software, where we actually interact with the applications. The example could be an Ola app, Uber app, Swiggy, Zomato, any app. So taking the Ola app, so we provide the destination, so that is the input to the application. So that input is coming from the user. So that's about taking input from the user. And now we'll study how to take input. For that we'll be using an inbuilt function called input. So we don't have to do too much. We just have to type input, and this opening and closing bracket, this is the syntax for input function. You just run the cell and we'll get empty box here. So you type anything inside this, and now you run the cell, so we will get the text as it is as an output. So this is not the correct way. It has to be in a proper format. So the correct syntax would be input and then provide enter your email, and now you run the cell. So now we'll get this text in front of this box. So now we know, okay, we have to provide email to this box. So we'll provide our email, vikash@gmail, any email, and now we'll run this cell. See, enter your email, vikash@gmail.com. So this is the correct format how you should take input from the user. And now we'll write one program, small program. We'll take two numbers as an input from the user, and we'll add those two numbers and store the result into a variable result, and we'll try to print that result. So program to add two numbers by taking input from the user. So for that we'll take first variable, first underscore number equals to the first underscore number. Will take input function, input enter first number, and now we'll take the second variable, second underscore number equals to input enter second number, and now so enter second number. And now we have to add these two numbers and store them in a variable. So we'll create one more variable as a result, and we'll add first underscore number plus second underscore number, and we'll print result. See here what we expect. Suppose we are giving two number as 10 and 30, then we will expect the output to be, if we are taking two input as 10 and 20, then we expect the output to be 30, but we won't get that result. I'll just show you guys how the result is going to look like. So we are providing the first number as 20 and the second number as 10, so we expect the result to be 30. But see, Actually what happened here is, whatever input we provided here in the first and the second number, it took that input as a string and it actually combined these two strings. So we provided 20 here and 10 here, so it actually combined two strings and gave us as an output. So but we wanted the input to be in the integer form, but why this happened? So for that I'll teach you guys one concept called type conversion. Under that we'll study first about implicit type conversion. So implicit type conversion, so suppose we try to print 2 plus 2.2 and try to print the result. See, we are getting 4.2, which is the correct answer. But if you see the type of 2, it's an integer, and now you type of 2.2, it should be a float. But how is it possible? We are adding an integer and a float, two different data types, and still we are getting the output without doing anything. So this is called implicit type conversion. Actually we don't have to do anything. Python is intelligent enough. It's actually combining these two data types, integer and float. So there are few data types which Python can combine by itself, and that is known as implicit type conversion. So that's about implicit, and now we'll study about explicit type conversion. Explicit type conversion. See, in explicit type conversion, sometimes Python is not able to convert the data type, so we have to convert the data type. So suppose we want, for that we'll be using an int function. Inside that we'll provide a string. So we are providing a string 4, and now you try to print. See, we'll get the value as integer 4. Here we provided a string 4 and we are getting the output as integer. Same way we can do float function, float of 55, and you try to print. See, this function, what we are doing here is we are converting the data type explicitly. So this is that's about explicit type conversion. We have studied about implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. Now we'll come back to this program. See, here what happened is, we provided the input, but the universal format for whenever we are taking the input from the user, the universal data type is stored as string. Why string? Because string is the universal format. Suppose we are taking 4 as an string, we can convert it into a integer, but the reverse is not possible. We cannot store a string as an integer. So what we can do here is, we have to convert this into the integer format, the first variable and the second variable. For that, what we can do, we can type integer here and we provide one bracket, and then after this string we'll close this bracket. So now if you try to print type of first number, now it will show us as an integer. Same way we can do int of this, and now if we try to print this cell, we'll get the correct output. See, now it will ask us to enter the first number. Take any number. Suppose we are taking 100, and now it's asking us to enter the second number. We'll add 20. See, now we are getting the correct result. So I'll just summarize everything. Whatever input we provide in Python, that is taken as a string, so we have to convert it into an integer. Suppose we are dealing with numbers. Why string? Because it's a universal format. You can store strings and you can convert it into the different data types. That's why string is taken as a universal data format. So this is the correct way how we can actually convert a data type into the another data type. And we have studied about type conversion, implicit and explicit. So that's about this class. This was in a small program, but since it's the first program, it's going to be special. So that's about this video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.